I know different people in Georgia at least, but can you?
Relax. Okay, we'll be going through a number of different drills with you, some technical drills, some possession drills, and so on. Okay, just relax, play your normal game. We give you a little bit of information to try and act on. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. And if you can do that, if you've got that willingness to learn and take on information and try and perform, then that's all really we're asking for today. Okay. Hopefully you'll go away from the end of the session today. We'll have seen a little bit of you and what you can do, and you'll go away with something that we've given you. Yeah, at the very least. Okay. So hopefully you'll go away with a little bit of information. You think, yeah, you know what, I'm going to try that. It's going to make me a better player. Okay. I'll give you an overview of this morning's session. I'll do the same again before we start this afternoon, so you know what's coming. Okay. The first thing we're going to do, Shane's going to take you through a warm-up. Yeah. Once he's done the warm-up, we're going to move into a technical practice all together. Okay. From that technical practice, we'll go into a possession practice, and we'll split off. Okay. So the girls will go and do a possession practice. Boys, you'll do a possession practice with me. Okay. Small-sided games again. They'll be separate, and then we'll go through some finishing as well. Okay, so that's the plan for the morning. We'll then speak to you in the classroom, go through all the information that you need to know about the programme, a little bit of lunch, and then we're back this afternoon. Like I said, I'll talk to you about this afternoon about what we do. Okay? Try and enjoy it.
We have a separate room inside in our gym where all of our players go for pre-activation first. Gotta get everything loose and ready for them to actually go into warm-up. So kind of go spread around into a circle, make sure you have some space. Straight leg kick, chest up. Full range of motion up. Close up hamstring. Squats. Big fire. After a second.
Good. Okay. Everything we do, guys, has a purpose, has a reason behind it. Okay, and we obviously what we try and do is pitch everything professionally as we possibly can. The warm-up that you've gone through has been developed with a gentleman called Tom Henson, who we'll speak a little bit more about in there. But that's a warm-up that Southampton's under-18s, under-23s, first team have had implemented in their structure when Tom was working there. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of rationale behind, a little bit of background behind what you're doing, and the rationale behind it to make sure, obviously, that injury prevention, not just in this session, but long term, when you do that warm-up long term, is reduced. Okay, so just a little bit behind what it is that we're doing. The technical boxes, this is something again that's been developed by another gentleman called Martin Hunter. Martin, again, I'll speak a bit more about him. He's worked with England under 20s. He's worked with Southampton for a number of years as well as a number of other professional clubs. Okay, so you've done your physical part now. Now you're going to move into a technical part. Loads and loads of different touches on the ball. Player working, yeah? Player working in the middle. Shane's going to check down to the left-hand side. Trent's going to play into him, touch, and play back. He's then going to work back into the middle, down to the right-hand side. As they're arriving, can you get the ball into them? Then back into the middle. I go onto his left foot. He plays back to my right foot. Plays to his right foot. He plays back. He's always then working back into the middle. Okay? You're going to do 8 reps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll repeat that twice. That'll be your 8 reps. Okay? Always touch the ball on the same foot. So if you check down to the left-hand side, left foot only. Yeah? Back in, check down to the right-hand side, right foot only. Okay? Left foot only. Yeah. Ooh. Right foot only. Stop. Okay? 25 by 25.
Yeah.
As they're arriving at the cone, yeah? Can you get the ball in?
Alright. My left.
Ah, my left.
Yes to my right. Yes to my left. Yes to my left.
Take the 2 touches, yeah? We're going to get the ball into. So, we've got the understanding of the practice, now we want to move it on a little bit, okay? So I'm looking for specific details, yeah? Always starting here in the middle. And then what are your footwork patterns like to get there? Because your footwork's important, okay? So not just turning and running in a straight line, can you move as a player? Yeah, so if I'm across, yes, ball. Right foot, touch, play back in, okay? Back in and across, nice check down, yeah? Left foot. You hit my target foot, so left foot there, right foot there. Back in and across and out. Touch, play. Back in, back out. Touch, play. Okay? Try and move as a player. Yeah? The guys on the end, you're as important to this as the player working. Looking in, got a little change, yeah? This time you're going to play 1 touch. I know some of you started already, but try and play 1 touch this time. Same pattern, okay? So, you're going to start in the middle again, yeah? Check down, 1 touch, yeah? Back in, 1 touch. Good, yep. Yep. Okay, and then you'll go round again. Yeah, work with, good, well done. Yeah. Good. Second time round, down to the left. Back in, down to the right.
Yes.
Good feet, well done. Good. All right. Okay. How many touches of football you had there? 50, maybe 100, up to 100? Yeah, a lot of touches on.
Yes, sir.
A lot of touches in a 15-20 minute window, okay? Guys, we do things like that all the time, yeah? Technical practices, because the better you are technically, the easier the game becomes, okay? We do practices like that all the time. If you've got 7 cones and 3 footballs at home and a mate or 2 mates, that's something you can do yourself as well, okay? The better you are technically, the better, obviously the better player you'll be, yeah? So, whether you're with us or not, I'd encourage you, if you want to play, as much of that as you possibly can. Yeah? As much of that type of practice as you possibly can. And when you get good at it, and you get 8 out of 8 with your passes and your touches, then try and do it quicker. And then do it quicker again. Okay? The last thing, yeah? Where's my goalkeepers? What's your name, please? Tanner. Okay? Tanner, I know you're a goalkeeper, but is that relevant to you?
Yes, that's to be in the model.
Got to be able to play with your feet, okay? about that one, when it comes in and you have to shift it across yourself.
Right,
Yeah.
when you have pressure coming from that side, you have to be able to turn and switch the field.
Brilliant. Full backs, any right backs, left backs? Any right backs or left backs? Yeah? Okay. Again, relevant. Is it relevant? Yeah? What about that one where the ball comes into you and I'm asking you to take a big touch when you've got space in front of you? Okay? Number 10's when you've got a half turn. Yeah? Number 9's when you've got to get hold of it, touch, play it off. Yeah? All part of the game. Doesn't matter what position you play, there's something in there for everyone. The target players, but they're also servers as well. So, when the ball arrives here, Blues were looking to try and get it into that other end. Yeah? So, get in a position where I can see you and I can pass to you. Might go in there, turn, play. That's a goal. Okay? Greens, obviously you're trying to stop them doing that. When you win it, you're trying to hit your players. Yeah? On the side. So whenever you get it into one end and it goes to the other, you get a point. Okay? Any questions? If it's on, yeah? So, these side players here, if it's on, find out. And I can see him straight away. There's nothing wrong with doing that one. And it goes straight through. Okay? Under head height to start with though, yeah? Nothing over head height.
Yeah, quicker, quicker, quicker.
Turn. There you go. Ugly. Turn. Turn. I got it.
Yeah, middle.
That's one.
Yeah.
Get green ball when you're ready. Play. Watch wide. Okay, guys. Green. Yeah, green ball. There you go. Wait.
Back here. Right here. Yeah, switch. I got some.
No, it's fine. Keep it.
Oh, just under head height. Just under. I'll give it you. Good angle as well. Well done. Play. Yes, still lined up. Good. Can you narrow the angle up a little bit?
It's tiny little areas. I feel that Holmes one is small, where you get a lot in the States and they're massive. So you've got to be technically good, so when you get it wide, make it as big as you can, the area. Be loud, turn, hold it, time. Listen to that group. And they're not really loud, so you're players, so you're 3 times louder than them. Yeah? giving each other good information. All right, just understanding what we're asking. Well done. Thanks.
Good. Can we finish that? Good.
Make it big. Yeah, you'll let it go wide. Yeah, right here. I got it. Yeah, man.
Go.
Well done. Yeah. Go quiet. Yeah, clear drop. Keep going right here. You got me? I got it.
Good.
Pressure.
White blue.
Get through.
Why not?
White green.
Okay, come on.
Fire both up off the ground, each one. And just stomp it into the ground. Toe. About here. Good. You're reacting to this. Reacting to the ball is. Two are racing against each other. It drops. Come on, Trey, where you go? Out to it. First one gets to the ball. Oh! React to it. Flip wins. Out to the first one. But if you're gone, drop. You gotta break that. The first one out to the third. Always watching this. The thing is, watching here, always body open, seeing what's going on. Right out to it.
Let me just pick up this. Let me pick up on a couple of things there. So look at Shane's body position. Okay, so as he's doing his demonstration there, Shane's on the ball, so I'm putting the ball up. Okay, and I'm sideways. Yeah, and I'm looking. Okay, now first step. Which one's going to be my first step? If I'm racing to get there and see that at the same time, which one's my first step? Who said right? Sorry, no. Left foot. Yeah, you get across there and that's it. Now you're moving. Okay, now you can still see it because you're still checking your shoulders, but I'm already in a movement where I'm running that direction. Okay, and this is it. This is being sideways in games all the time, as often as you possibly can. Because even me, who's old, I've got 2 broken knees and 2 broken hips. Yeah, if he gets like that and I get like that and we're going there, I'll still win. Trent thinks not, but I'll still win. Okay, now if we're both side on, I haven't got a chance. And if I get there, and he's already sideways on or moving, no chance. I won't catch. Okay, so get yourself sideways and your first step there takes you that way. You can still see it and you can still be moving. Okay? Do your bottom, get side on.
If I do. So it's a race. It's a race between you two to the end line. Always watching the ball. So if I don't drop it, it's just the first there. But if I drop it or toss it anywhere else, it's the first one.
But you've got to see the ball at all times. Come on, Shane, push up and down there. Right. 2's here. Get me lines of 2's. 2's ready to go. Okay, one that side for me, one that side. So you see the ball. First to the cones as well. Okay. Go. First back here. Well done. Change the direction. Well done. Yep, next two. Ready? Go. Get there quick. No, look at the ball. Go. Yeah, get there as quick as you can. Okay, next two. Yeah. Go. Move as quick as you can. Yep, go. Oh, guys, you're trying to get there as quick as you can. If the ball drops, then you get back here as quick as you can, okay? But just be the first there. Yep, go. Good, that's okay. Next two on. Be quick as you can going that way. It's a sprint. Yeah? As quick as you can. Go. See the ball at the same time. Yeah, next two on. Ready? Go. Next two. Good change. Hold on. Go. Get there as quick as you can. Good. Well done, you two. Yes, next two. I still dropped it. See the ball at the same time. See the ball at the same time. Get yourself half turn. Yeah. Keep checking your shoulders. Go. Good. Oh, get there first. Get there first. Brilliant, you two. Well done. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Well done. Change. Footwork patterns and change. Good. Well done. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Get there quickly. Get there quickly. Get there as quick as you can. Whoa. Right, relax. Seeing a lot of people do this. I'm in a race with Trent. Yeah, I'm in a race with Trent. And we're trying to get there as quick as we can. But people are running like this. Yeah, you get in there as quick as you can. See the ball, see the finish line at the same time. So I'm there and I'm looking. Half turn sideways on as a player. Yeah. Shane's going to give us a go. Go. Now, I've set off and I've not seen the ball, okay? Because I'm just looking at the finish line. Now, can we do it where we're half turn, we're checking shoulders still, go. Okay, and I'm still quicker than you. 36, I'm quicker than you.
You do it on your side.
Okay, see the ball, but run as quick as you can. Yeah, see the ball, but run as quick as you can. Next two. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Change. Good change. Well done, you two. Well done. Good group. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Good. Well done. Good. Go. Quicker all the way through. Win the race at that end as well, yeah? 3, 2, 1, go. Well done, you two. Well done. What do you think about this? All go to one side. So if I'm you for a minute.
Right.
Possession practice, what we're going to do is a yellow area in here, yeah, there's then 2 blue goals in the middle, okay? Every time you pass through it to one of your teammates, goal, or 6 passes will get you a goal as well, okay? Yep. Any questions?
Green and
neutrals.
Green is neutral play for both teams. Yeah. Cool, let's go.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, go on in, play.
Yeah, turn. Yeah.
Okay, yes, move more. Yeah, play.
Man. Did you say we need a certain amount to get into the goal?
Has to be a pass through.
Okay, here. Yeah, pass. Yeah. Yeah. Here. Turn here, through.
Yeah. Ball. Between and between. Okay, so between, what I mean by between is between players. Yeah, so not being stood there where you're marked or easily marked. Okay, get yourself off on an angle and be somewhere like this. Now, can you get between? Are you between and between at the moment? Do you think? You're certainly between players. Good. That's a goal. 1-0. Good. Play early if you can. Good. Good. Oh, it's unlucky. It's the right idea. It's the right idea. Go on and play, Regan. Don't worry about the balls if you go out. Let's stop in a minute.
Here. Simple.
Yeah, wait for that.
Yeah.
In possession, one thing in possession, right? You're in space already. You only need to run. So when you're in possession, just as long as you've got an angle to the ball and you can be between and be seen, yeah, don't worry about running. Come on, then we'll play. Good. Unlucky, yes, come on then, play. Turn. Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, good.
Here.
You get the seen page. Can you be seen page?
Here.
Lucky, yeah, back ball. Turn, Alexa.
Yeah, come here. Back.
Good.
Again.
Well done. Like it.
Here.
Hold on. Good. Move the ball
Yeah,
early. Lovely. Well done. Great pass.
Here.
Good.
Here.
Good. Yeah, fuck on. What's the phrase? Between and be seen. Yeah, between and be seen. Okay. And remember to start as well when I'm talking about even better if, when you're playing, if you can get between and be seen and be on the half turn, okay, the good players will be half turned all the time. So when the ball comes in, if you can turn and play forward, you will. If some pressure comes, you can always come back out again. If you do that and move the ball quickly, yeah, give yourself a great chance in possession. Okay, so between and be seen, get on the half turn once you're in there. Okay. One more thing. Weight of the pass gives you information. Hard pass probably means you've got a bit more time. Nice, soft, easy pass. It's going to be tight. Okay. Well, I'm going to push one more right there.
If you're in space now,
Just have an angle. Okay. And the guys do this too much. Yeah. Drive me insane with it. If you're in space already, you don't need to move. Yeah. As long as the person in possession is. Okay. So, for example, Faye's got the ball. If you're sorry, I forgot your name again. Aaliyah. If Aaliyah's defended, yes, just come in here. Paige is trying to play to me, or I'm trying to play to Paige. Yeah. She's in space. Yeah. So you don't need to be charging around all over the place. All you need to do is what you've done now. Just change your angle exactly, and then we can play to you. And we can go out the other direction. Right. Yeah. As soon as he's there. As soon as the keeper's up and ready to play. Yeah. Let's go. relax, just relax. I'll get it for you, don't worry about it. I got you.
There you go. So you just flick it in there and then yeah, you can just throw it down and then you can volley rather than be right back there and the ball's front. Alright, let's see who's gonna demo this thing. Get close. Get close to him. A little bit closer. But you know once you flick it into him, you've got to follow your ball. But not too much in timing, it's that good. There you go, brilliant. Oh, you could have volleyed that.
Half volley's okay. Half volley's
Get a
okay.
little bit closer. Oh, you could have volleyed it. You're not used to it. Come next, that's it. That's good, good. Get there. All right. Adjust. Think of what's that pat your foot you're hitting it with. That's a terrible throw from him. I would have gone mad with him there. Terrible throw. Closer.
Start the ground. Flick it to
Yeah, flick it up, because you don't use your hands.
Flick it to
And you can do that.
Good.
Brilliant. That's not bad. That's not bad. Your body shape looked great. You were just your shot. But you're right footed. Any side you want. If you're right footed, come this side. Just go. And Shane will throw it there.
It's got to be at least 3 goals.
Shane, throw it that side for him. It's the right footed. Come this way. That's it. Right, flick it, yeah. Right, let's see who can do it. That bounce, good. At least you scored.
So we can't let it bounce.
Can't bounce. Bounce, at least you scored. Oh, it worked. Yeah, brilliant, well done. Just got closer, too close to your body. Well, at least you scored.
Thank you for your efforts today. I did say at the start, the idea today was for me to have a little bit of a look at you in terms of players, you to have a little bit of a look at me in terms of coaching. That's part of the process. Okay. I also said I'd like you to go away with something from the session. Okay. So last little task for you. I want one thing you're going to go away from the session with. Every one of them. Okay. We'll start there.
How do I mean, I took in more like how intense soccer can be, so work my way up and follow my dreams.
Okay, good.
Body positioning, opening up, half times.
Body positioning, get on half turn, good.
Like defensive positioning, seeing ball man.
Seeing ball and man, so the bit we did with Shane. Good.
The later
Come in second. Go late as a centre forward. Later you go, more chance. Sorry, the later you go, the harder it will be to mark. The earlier you go, the more chance the centre half's got to react. Good.
Would you say the shooting at the end, like telling yourself where you want to, like which corner to pick, or just a concentration?
Yeah. Pick a corner, aim small, miss small. Yeah, good, don't mind that.
Don't stick directly on the strike when he's looking to make a run.
Okay. Yeah, so if again, that's the opposite. So if Will's looking to make a run across you, don't go and stand with him too early because otherwise it makes his mind up. Yeah, okay.
Some of the training, some of the exercises that we do, I've never done before, so it's good to see it.
Good.
Being aware of where the passing lanes are coming up.
Have a look at where the passing lanes are. Yeah, good.
Opening up outside the goal box to receive the pass.
Okay, so if it comes back to you getting outside of the goal each side, yes, good.
I was going to say the same thing.
Exactly the same thing, good. Don't mind that.
Knowing when to make a pass and when not to, when to let go and when not to as well.
Okay,
Make a decision before you receive the ball.
good. You've all taken something. Oh, I've missed one. Jamal, did I miss you? I did. Give you one thing.
Yeah, there's the aim small.
Aim small as well. Okay, no problem. Good. at least you've taken something away from today. Whatever happens next, at least you'll have taken something away today. Hopefully it's helped. Hopefully you'll take it with you and improve as a player. Okay?